The story of a Girl Scout leader, caught in a tricky situation. As a Girl Scout troop leader for many years, I've grown accustomed to hosting an annual end-of-year party for my girls. It's a special celebration where we gather at a rented park pavilion, give out awards, and share in the achievements of another successful scouting season. This year, we decided to hold the party a bit early, so that all of the girls could attend, given that some of them had family vacations planned for the following weeks. I arrived at the pavilion with my co-leader, armed with a van load of decorations and a sense of excitement for the big day. The park rules stated that we could use the pavilion from 1 to 5 p.m., and it was only a few minutes past 1 when we got there. But, to my surprise, we found ourselves face to face with a bustling birthday party in full swing. A sea of colorful balloons and excited chatter filled the air, and a frazzled mom stood at the center of it all, looking like she was struggling to keep her head above water. I walked up to her, assuming that the party must have just started late, and I politely inquired if they were finishing up. Her response was immediate, and it caught me off guard. She looked at me with confusion, her voice laced with a hint of frustration. "We just got here," she said, her words a clear indication that this was no ordinary party schedule. I stood there, frozen for a moment, feeling a growing sense of unease. My co-leader nudged me gently, a discreet reminder that I needed to speak up and address the situation. I took a deep breath and explained to the mom that we had, in fact, reserved the pavilion for our Girl Scout party. I tried to be as polite and respectful as possible, but my words came out laced with a hint of apology. However, the mom's expression turned red with anger, and she began to let loose a tirade of verbal abuse aimed squarely at me. She accused me of being selfish, of ruining her child's special day, and of being completely insensitive to the situation. I stood there, feeling like a deer caught in the headlights, while she yelled and screamed, her voice echoing through the park. Eventually, her husband stepped in and managed to calm her down, but the damage was already done. The birthday party decorations were torn down in a flurry of activity, and the mom and her family stormed out of the park, leaving a trail of bitter words and anger behind them. A few of the kids were crying, and I couldn't help but feel a pang of guilt for what had transpired. I'd done the right thing, or so my co-leader kept telling me. We'd reserved the pavilion, and they hadn't. But as I watched the family leave, I couldn't shake off the feeling that I'd, in some way, contributed to the ruin of that little boy's birthday party. Now, months later, the memory of that day still lingers, and I find myself wondering, was I in the right?